Hey everyone, Drew from Monkey's Tropicals Adventures here to do another fragrance review on
What smells good to me?
So what are we going to talk about? So full disclosure, the fragrances I'm going to talk about were sent to me for review. However, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So with that being said, let's do this. So I want to thank the fine folks at Zoha Aroma. This is part 2 of my fragrance reviews. They sent me quite a few bottles to review. So I'm going to be reviewing 2 more bottles, and let's get right into it. So the first one we're going to talk about is Vanilla Fizz, which is inspired by Xerjoff's Uden. So Zoha Aroma does 2 size bottles, and they also do actually roll-ons too, but this is a 15 ml bottle and it goes for $20 Canadian or about $15 depending on the exchange rate here in the States. Or a 50 ml bottle for $45 Canadian or roughly around $34 here in the States. So, like I said, Vanilla Fizz inspired by Xerjoff's Uden. You have citrus notes, you've got vanilla, you've got rum, grapefruit, lemon, Guaiac wood, sandalwood, musk, and coffee. Now, I'm being honest, the opening didn't quite grab me. However, within about 20 minutes, it did. Within about 20 minutes, I actually really enjoyed the fragrance. The main notes that I got were vanilla, rum, and coffee, and some of those citrus notes. It kind of reminded me a little bit because of the coffee of Valentino's Uomo, or that kind of that iris in Dior. So that's kind of what I got from it. I'm just going to spray it right now. Yeah, actually right there I got some more citrus. So like I said, the opening didn't quite grab me, but within 20 minutes the dry down started really morphing into this fragrance that I really enjoyed. I see this fragrance doing quite well in like the spring, summertime. Could you wear it in the winter? Yeah, because of that coffee note, because of those wood notes, I think it would do well. So yeah, you could rock it all year round, but I'd see it more like a spring, summer scent. You can't beat the cost. If you were to buy Xerjoff's Uden, you're looking at about 260 bucks, as opposed to, like I said, for this 15 ml, you're looking at about 15. Longevity, I got about 7 hours out of it. Projection, you get a nice projection, I would say low medium projection, but it's a very pleasant scent. And that kind of goes to show that fragrance is very subjective, and fragrances change quite quickly depending on humidity, heat, all kinds of body chemistry. All those things change a fragrance. So like I said, when I first sprayed it, the first 20 minutes, I'm like, it's okay, but it really wasn't my thing. And then within 20 minutes, it became something where I'm like, okay, I could totally get into this. I really enjoy vanilla. Some people find vanilla off-putting. The vanilla is not overly strong, so that's a big thing people often ask when I review a vanilla fragrance. The vanilla is not the most dominant note. It's just the one that I picked up the most, along with that rum, coffee, and some of those citrus notes. In my opinion, Vanilla Fizz is a good fragrance. I like it. All right, next one up. Next one up is Mafioso. And this is again in a 15 ml. And this is inspired by another Xerjoff fragrance, and that is Don. Don goes for about $195, roughly. That's what I found it for. Again, this is the 15 ml, so you're getting it for about 15. Now, you say, Drew, you love tobacco fragrances. I really, really wanted to love this fragrance because based on the notes, gunpowder, Cuban tobacco, whiskey, molasses, and spun sugar. It's a different take on a tobacco fragrance. And it didn't grab me how I really wanted it to. I mean, when I read these notes and I was talking with Zoha Aroma, I was like, can I try Mafioso as well? Because tobacco is my jam, right? So what goes on with this fragrance? I'm just gonna spray it. Okay, so I get kind of, I worked in a bank when I was in college, and I get the smell of money almost, like when I was counting cash out all day. I kind of get that, and then I get the gunpowder a lot. I get the whiskey, and I get the molasses. Is kind of a weird smell. I grew up with parents and grandparents baking and stuff, so molasses cookies was like a huge staple in our house. So I know that smell of molasses, and I can definitely smell it in this. I don't get the spun sugar, but the Cuban tobacco, I was a big cigar smoker in my early 20s and my 30s, and I loved a good Cuban cigar. And so I don't get a green tobacco. I don't even get like a cigar wrapper. I'm not getting, but I do get hints of tobacco, but I'm having a difficult time what type of tobacco I'm smelling. But I would definitely pick up that note. The tobacco is noticeable, but in my opinion, it's not like my favorite, which is like a pipe tobacco or a cigar tobacco. The gunpowder, like I said, for sure detectable. The whiskey is detectable. The whiskey's not super strong, but it's detectable. I get that money scent, which is weird. And then I get the molasses. So the fragrance does project quite well. I'd say a strong medium projection. The longevity, I get 7 hours out of it. So roughly that's what I get out of some of these Zoha aromas, about 7 hours, which is quite good. And when would you wear this? I would not wear this in high heat. This is a fall winter fragrance for sure. And I know we're at the tail end. We're basically now entering fall, but we have high heat. And basically these fragrances, I was looking more at their spring, summer type reviews, but they threw in this one at my request. And like I said, I really wish I could love it more. It's not my tobacco jam. So don't let that deter you from not wanting to try it. Again, fragrance is very subjective. And so I think one thing is, to be honest, fragrance reviewer is just because something is not 100% my jam and I'm super, super excited about it, doesn't mean it's not gonna work for you. It's not a bad fragrance. So don't think that's what I'm saying. It's just not my type of tobacco fragrance. I'm very, very picky in my tobacco fragrances. Like that is my go-to. If you watch my videos, it's tobacco, oud, boozy. Those are all my jams. And so, like I said, with what I read, I was really hoping that it was gonna, it was checked all the boxes. It didn't come off the way I had, I wanted it to. So again, not a bad fragrance. It's not one that I would rank very high in my tobacco favorites. So that's nothing like to leave a blemish on Zoha Aroma at all. That was the thing, is I was talking to some people. They were asking what I thought of Mafioso, and Zoha Aroma has not disappointed. If you've looked at all the fragrances I've reviewed, I give them very high marks. I think you get excellent value. And you get a fragrance, if you've looked at the other ones I reviewed, they've nailed it. Either nailed it or come quite close. So in my opinion, Zoha Aroma, you're getting a great fragrance for a great price, great projection, great longevity, great smelling. Can't beat that. So if I was to pick between these two, between Mafioso and Vanilla Fizz, unfortunately Vanilla Fizz wins. So I hope you enjoyed these. If you followed Zoha Aroma, if you've seen any fragrances you'd like to see me review in the future, leave it in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. Please follow Zoha Aroma over on Instagram. And I've been eyeing some of their tobacco fragrances that I think I'm going to try to get in the fall because I just want to knock out all their tobacco fragrances. See, like I said, I love tobacco. So I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you again for another shave, fragrance review, or something. Take care. Be safe.